Are art books worth it? Yes, but there is a catch. In this video, I'm going to talk about the key elements a book needs to have in order to make it worth my time, my money, and the space on my bookshelf. Without these key elements, it's going to run a much higher risk of becoming a glorified coaster on my coffee table. The first element is the overall inspiration of the book. Does the book inspire you on the path that you're on as an artist? Do the paintings have qualities that you want your paintings to have? Does the drawing have a tenderness that your drawings are aiming to have? When you look at these pictures, will it help you on your journey? That's the number one thing that I think is the most important about any book that you bring into your studio and into your life. The second thing would be the picture quality. This seems obvious, but I have seen far too many art books published, being sold in big bookstores that have terrible renditions of the paintings and the drawings. Make sure that the renditions of the pictures have true color, good values, they're not grainy. Otherwise, you might as well just pull up the picture on your computer from a museum's website with perfect resolution and save your money. Third, the text. And this one I think can come or go, be more or less important depending on the type of book you are picking up and the reason you're picking it up, okay? Certain books, like the ones I'm about to show you, some of my favorites in my own collection, have such rich text and wisdom throughout them that they are, in my opinion, non-negotiables for your personal library of art books. And the pictures are amazing, and they inspire me on my art journey, so they meet all three. But in some cases, you might be picking up a book because the pictures are reminiscent of a series that you want to create, and you just want to see those images more frequently, flip through it every single day to help you on your path of making that series. For example, maybe you are embarking on a series of paintings of large-scale horse paintings, and you get a book about Rosa Bonheur's paintings. You don't necessarily need to know any of the text. It could be poorly researched and not super credible information in the book. It doesn't matter to you. You're just looking at the pictures to be inspired. Rosa Bonheur does have a very inspiring life story. It's very worth knowing about, but it's not necessarily your aim. Versus if you are working as an artist, you're becoming burnt out, you aren't sure why your paintings and the values in your paintings are never quite matching up, you're going to want to pick up a book like the book I'm about to show you that has clear direction, wonderful teaching and wisdom inside it. So there are two different reasons you might be picking up a book, only for the pictures or for the text and the pictures. So let's look at two of my favorite books in my personal collection. I hope you've heard of these. You have a couple options when it comes to art books. Certainly purchasing brand new is a wonderful option. If that's a little bit outside of your budget, you can always consider buying online. There's a wonderful online bookstore called Thrift Books. And you could go to your local half-price books or similar store, or you can go to your library. I first checked out this first book, Alla, Prima by Schmid, from my local library because at the time I did not have the funds to purchase this book. This should probably be in every artist's library and read cover to cover at least once. This book has taught several of today's leading painters how to paint. There's everything inside this book from inspirational quotes, drawings and paintings, color charts and how to make them, how to think about value and drawing step-by-step pictures of paintings, and personal anecdotes from Schmid, the master who has since passed away. And I think the quote on the first page is one of the most important guideposts for the overall tenor of the book. It's a very humble book by a master painter who knows much more than most people reading it, And this is on the first page. This is the quote. It says, Alla Prima, and then every artist was first an amateur. Ralph Waldo Emerson. And that's sort of the tenor of the entire book. It's not prideful. It's just sharing, literally, as just like the title says, everything I know about painting. This particular book is very special to me because Richard signed it for me in 2016, which is very special. So that's the first one. I cannot recommend it highly enough. It is so worth your time and inspiring. The second one talks about drawing, okay? So this one is The Language of Drawing by Sherry McGraw. Another incredibly inspiring book, beautifully made and full of incredible drawings and detailed images of drawings, if you can see that. A lot of these images in these paintings, in these books rather, cannot be found online. That is something that I find very important and another key element for why very good art books are worth purchasing and adding to your library, because the artists writing these books often don't have the same number of images online as they do in their books. There are drawings in here that I have never been able to find online in super high quality. And I will say that the text within this book is, again, so inspiring for an artist at any stage of their career. Sherry really shares her heart behind drawing, her love for drawing. You read the first page and you literally wonder why you're not drawing instead of reading the book. It just makes you love it so much. And it also shares her journey from an amateur artist to the master that she is now. It's very inspiring. So not only is the text amazing, but the images are amazing, and the overall tenor of the book is the same as I have always wanted for my career, to become a master representational artist working in oils and dry materials such as charcoal and Conte. If you check these books out, please let me know what you think, and I'd love to hear what some of your favorite art books are in your personal library. There's one thing in both of these books that remains consistent, and it is that they both encourage their readers to work from life, and that's where Broadcasting Brushers comes in. It's why I have started Broadcasting Brushers, because I have struggled to find proper life drawing groups in my area with wonderful lighting, with artists who are on the same path as me, working day in and day out to control their values and learn color temperature better and make an amazing lifelike drawing in oils, charcoal, gouache, watercolor, whatever medium. I hope you'll consider coming to paint with us, and all the information is on my Patreon, Confident Brushstrokes. See you there.